Well, I am a dork, but welcome to PowerWash Simulator 2. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's see. I just got done recording an episode, but I didn't even record it, which is why I say I'm a dork. It's this one, the car and trailer. We're going to start this one again. Still no sign of Karen despite the absence of Merman Hum. Oh, the Merman Hum. But at least at least now I received this single text message. What's taking you so long? Wink emoji. I replied with a question mark, but got nothing back. I needed to clean my car and trailer so that I can watch and get into the deep meditative state needed to work out such a fiendish conundrum. All right. Yeah, we're going to do this again. I would have swore I hit record, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh no. It's not giving... Wait a second here. I guess because I'm technically in free play mode. Technically, yeah, that literally took like 10 minutes or 15 tops. But yeah, today's the 3rd of November, and we had daylight savings time. I always kind of thought it came later in November. But I don't know. I know they have rules for it, but I don't know. I just thought it was later, like the second weekend in November or something like that. Okay, there's the top of the car. gonna say, I thought we got that tire, but... Okay, nothing else is popping out at me on the car. So yeah, with the daylight savings time change, you know, it's messed up my circadian rhythm. So I actually went to bed early Saturday night, kind of like an hour earlier than I would normally do, just to kind of, I don't know, maybe get some extra sleep. And then Sunday was kind of really weird. I just didn't really feel right, you know, sleep-wise the whole day. And today was even worse. I ended up waking up at like 7:30, which I guess would have been 8:30. You know, under daylight savings time. I just wish they would get rid of standard time. I like the, you know, the light in the afternoons. And I know, you know, some states are like, well, you know, we wouldn't see sunrise until 10 p.m. Well, yeah, that would be at the height of the winter solstice. Or 10 a.m., I'm sorry. And I think that's even a stretch. But the whole time change thing, fall is not as bad as spring. Like when you spring forward and you lose an hour of sleep, that's when it really messes with your circadian rhythm, or at least with mine. But just from a mental health standpoint, I feel like, you know, the fact that it gets darker, I don't know, I just kind of feel more like I get depressed more easily. Did I get these? I don't know, but it's definite. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, but I have to deal with it. Deal with it. Bigfoot life. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm trying to remember everything I mentioned the first time I did this episode, but wasn't recording. Yeah, I know. And anyway, Bigfoot Life came out, and as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, you know of my love for Bigfoot, right? And you may have heard the Bigfoot stories over the years. Can I just jump up? Yeah. So there's actually two. I think there's one that's just called Bigfoot, which kind of looks like the 5-on-1. I don't know, the Friday the 13th game kind of horror. The horror game style, and that's not the one I'm looking at. This one is actually called Bigfoot Life, and it looks like it just released today on the 3rd. And it's like, I think it's $19.99 or something, but it's on sale right now for $16.99, so I'll probably go ahead and pick it up. And hopefully, maybe the developer will get a press pack to me or something, so that I don't have to spend hours making assets to do a YouTube video. Trailer bed, trailer tail light, trailer bed. Oh, I thought we got the tail light. All right, so there we go. Let's look at our time lapse there. Unfortunately, I don't know. Were we getting all the little pop-ups? I don't think we got those, but essentially Karen, the man's wife here, she went full Karen and has left to another, I don't know, she's gone somewhere though. Let's see, I'm gonna see if I can, I think right here is probably gonna be a really good screenshot. I don't know if there's a way, hold on, let me grab my other drive here. Bear with me here. I know we're just standing still, picking our nose. But as you know me, I do things on the fly. And, you know, for better or worse. That's just... No! Wait. No! Hold on. Getting things all backwards. Boom. Is it gonna let me eject my drive? No, it's not. Okay. Alright. So that answers that question. So I'm just gonna have to... Oh, wait! It does. Hold on. I already have the... I already have my template up. Yes. Actually, I'm gonna make this... You guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I don't want you to see. It's too embarrassing. No, it's not embarrassing. Okay, probably right there. All right. Sorry. We're going to go back. We're going to start washing. Now, we have two options here. We've got a motel and a theater. The theater's less expensive, so let's just jump right into that. Gosh. Honestly, looking at the state of the place, what was I thinking? Well, I don't know what you were thinking. I think if a carpet were this nasty, I don't think it would clean up quite so quickly. Trying to think what else is going on. Star Citizen is actually, you know, where I got to see some of the new content in Star Citizen. Not really allowed. I guess I'm allowed to talk about what I saw. I'm just not allowed to show anything. But in the interest of keeping my Evocati status, I don't really like to give too much away, but definitely like what I saw. There's really going to be some freaking awesome content. And if you want to play with me, Star Citizen is the game to do it in. It's a MMO sandbox, basically, and it's just, there's just nothing like it. There is absolutely no other game that even comes close to Star Citizen as far as team building. If you're into sci-fi and exploration, and just there's just something there for everybody. That is always the game I tell people. Go to any of my Star Citizen videos, use my referral code, definitely, and log in, jump on my Discord. Everybody can jump on my Discord. Everybody's always welcome there. Because I'm very active on my Discord. I talk to fans and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, I suppose I was thinking big. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Of course you are. Unless you're a socialist. Everyone's like, but socialism's good. No, socialism is not good. Anyway, Family Blockbuster of the Year, 4-quadrant audience, something. Well, thankfully, the ceiling's not too bad. But anyway, yeah, the Star Citizen stuff, it's supposed to be coming out tonight. The Bigfoot game came out, and I've actually been kind of following it. Like, it's been on my radar, though it's a really small blip. And but it looks like it's kind of a survival game, which I think is hilarious. And I just want to give it a try. I don't know if I'm even going to make a series out of it. Or if I don't even know yet if I'm going to even record any of it. I think I'm going to record enough of it to find out whether or not it is series worthy. Maybe I'll do that. Or, well, I'm going to play it to find out if it's series worthy. And then if it is, well, then I might do a series on it. How does that sound? Can I? Oh, somebody was saying that you couldn't move this in the theater. Opening night, there will be 7 people. One of them immediately fell asleep, and others laughed as soon as they saw the dog car. Okay. They weren't supposed to. Well, of course they are going to laugh at a dog car. Who's not? Okay, it looks like I can spray underneath the thing here, the lift. Well, I just heard a cat. Sound like they're coming through the wall. Okay, so that seat is... Those seats are done. Oh, we still have more to clean. I wonder if I have to clean this whole carpeted place. Okay, I do see a cat in there. No. I'm hitting E. Oh my God. Then the second night we had even less, just 4 students from the film school who'd already seen everything else. They were in hysterics all the way through. Well, you want people to laugh. Hey, it's wheelchair accessible. How about that? Honestly, I didn't expect to see that. There's a gnome. Okay, that's done. What? Ah. I can't deny I was pretty incensed at this point. So many hours in the editing suite for this ridicule. Don't they know how hard it is to make a sequel? Then it got even worse. Well then. The third night, those same students came back, but this time they brought all their friends, 20 of them, all mocking my work. Fourth night, there were 40, all crying with laughter. Gosh, I actually want to see this film now. What the heck? It was almost like I was... Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh, they're all up there. Oh, ain't that about sweet? You know, isn't there 25 double turbo, not dual rotating 0-degree nozzles that make short work of dirt at long range? We're almost there. I'm kind of wondering whether or not to get this. Okay, so I think that included all the carpet underneath the lift, so that's not so bad then. Then last night, the place was completely full, and it gets worse. How everyone was dressed up as characters from the film, lampooning every scene. I mean, that's kind of both a blessing and a curse. I mean, you saw the state of the place. They really went for it. What a disaster. Well, yeah, I don't know. that it qualifies for this level of destruction. Well, I feel like we're getting through this okay. As a matter of fact, I didn't even think about the comment that someone made about the like it only came up after I realized, oh, I can't move the I can't move the lift. I mean, yeah, it gets in the way a little bit, but it wasn't like a nightmare like I was expecting it to be. The important thing is we made it through it. Come on, Brad. Finish the task. I really need to work on the ceiling part. Suddenly, I heard from the theater they want to extend our run by a month. Apparently, we're all over the socials. Any idea what that means? Well, of course I do. Driving me barking, here we wolf again. So that was the movie that he was expecting people to take seriously. I can't believe it. I've heard from the Cine City and Detergento and Ultraplex and Washington. They want to show it too. Suddenly, oh, Suddy, what's going on? Well, people are obviously enjoying your movie. Okay. Yay! Okay, so the center ceiling light is done. There we go. We have to get up. Yep. Nah. Okay. Go. See, now we need the dangling harness to finish this out. Not really. I can do this just fine. Really? Oh. Come on. What the heck? Okay. What? Oh. Come on, get up there. Did I get the other face? Ceiling beam. Yeah, crying mask. How am I... Boom, there we go. Job complete. Well, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was slightly dreading. Yeah, it really wasn't that bad at all. You're a genius with that thing. The deposit's in the can. Okay, people don't get full... Okay, people don't fully get my vision yet, but at least they're enjoying themselves. And you know what all this means, right? I can get straight to work on driving me up the wall about an all-terrain vehicle powered by the brain of a gecko. Okay. Okay. If that's what you think that people want to see, you just go for it, okay? Okay. All right. Jeff! All right, I'm going to snap a screenshot here, and I'm going to post the screenshot here, and you guys won't even see it. We'll come back in the next episode, and I guess we're going to continue on with the motel. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining me for another episode of PowerWash Simulator 2. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.